Alright guys, if you are a no micro son of a gun, you want to watch and pay attention to this game. We're gonna show you a no micro strategy. There are several no micro strats, and they're in hot demand today in particular. But I'm gonna show you one of the easiest and most commonly seen ones. When I play as Night Elf, I always meet this orc strategy. I'll keep my APM relatively low so as to not disturb you too much. We'll do several basic good practices, such as an early scout, to see what they're doing. We creep a bit, and then it's go time. One example of like an early strategy. One example of a strategy that doesn't need a lot of micro is, for example, Torrents and Bloodlust. It's very devastating against that which it can counter. And because the autocast is there, you know, everything plays it out by itself. And it does a lot of damage and it's pretty tanky, so that's why it's like a good strategy. If you were to send unmicroed Banshees against Torrents, obviously the Torrents would win easily. But if you press Possess, then Banshees win. So, you know, a lot of things change when you micro things more. Same with like Frost Armored Fiends. They can do like not bad against Torrents if they're not Bloodlusted. Okay, we'll go Farseer and Grunts. We'll start creeping a bit. I believe cross map is enforced these days, so we immediately scout cross map. Twisted Meadows is kind of a challenging map against Night Elf in general, because there's just a lot of different places they could be at. And it looks like he is playing Tavern Hero, going early Archer. Might be playing Beastmaster or Dark Ranger or something. Considering he's opening Tavern Hero, I think Harass will be good. You never want to open with without Harass against Tavern Hero. It is in fact Beastmaster. One Archer. One Wolf and an Archer. Check. Basically, if you play melee against range, you want to put one unit on everything so it can't stand still and shoot. I think it's gonna boulder that, no? Or does it not? Oh, he's getting the priest, that's why. Well, I'm not gonna let him creep, that's for sure. Beastmaster, the way you should see it, right? There's like a normal way to play. Some people don't know the normal way to play, right? Because you're super new. But some people know normal, but they don't know how to adapt to new things. So you should always just reduce it to like the simplest unique thing. Take what you know is normal and then talk about the simplest unique deviation. In this case, Beastmaster. And what does Beastmaster do? Well, he summons things. What are summons? They're extra free units. So he has bigger army. So he wants to creep more. So you don't let him creep. And then you make War Mail soon. Not immediately. First you get your second hero. Why do you want to stop someone that has more units than you from creeping, rather than creeping yourself? Well, that's because they do it faster. They have more units. Also, someone that has more units than you, can beat you in a fight. So you should also think that you are mostly just doing harass-based skirmishes and not actually fully engaging in a fight. Shadow Hunter, Warmail, Brute Strength. And we get the priest. And you just keep making grants. He's sending beasts to hire a hero. Then you bring the 4 peons over to tower. You make sure to do a pit stop. With your shadow. Buy items. Oh, he just wants to try and get my Farseer. And he gets snakes. Even if somehow Farseer was forced to TP, it'd be fine. Because you just tower. You get fortified defenses. And then you tower. It's so effective. You can do this against Elf all the time. And although I did accidentally micro, it totally works with that. And it's not like a precise timed rush. Either you just creep to level 2 and then you harass Wisp and Archer and whatnot and keep fighting. Or you go immediately like I did. You do have to scout with an early peon. And then once you get to this point, 5 grunts, you can start like making a catapult demolisher. Your defenses are coming up. You don't need reinforced defenses to be finished before your first tower. In fact, it's better when it's not finished yet. You know why? These don't look fortified, so they look like a small threat. They look fortified, even though they're not, while they're building. But it's like, it's a sign to your opponent that they're fortified, which allows him to make higher quality decisions. He may not feel like he needs to cancel them when they have no fortification. He's like, ah, it's 1 tower. It's 2 towers. We'll deal with it later. Very easy to kill with archers. So try to sync up. You just make reinforced defenses when you leave your base with peons, and it'll finish just about perfectly. And that's the strat. Barely need any micro. GG. There was no micro at all. Like I said, a little bit too much by accident, but... Grubby with almost 200 APM, me with almost 70. I legit don't understand how you can have 70 APM or less. Every time I try to stay under 100, it sneaks to 120 minimum. And I'm only doing necessary things. Oh. GG, sub to the grub.